Rochelle White, welcome. Mofelola. You are coming after each other every day. Shegun Fatuma, Ide Opok, Eric Osadola. Good morning. Eukaria Eloabo, Elizabeth Ali, Richard Eberga, Olayemi Success, Emmy Bobby, Fumi Jeboda, Ladi Elizabeth Ali is already here, Paul Esupofo, Nkeshi Temple, Shisandra Ngoya Sharis, Nkem Dike, Bola Luro, Ojekwa Israel, all right, nice to see you guys. So here we go. We're continuing our message this week on learning the art of thinking. And the message for today is the danger of shallow-mindedness. The danger of shallow-mindedness. So will you please quickly go and share the video? Let's go share the link. Let's go share the video. Let me know if you have shared the video. Now, this week I'm talking about the art of thinking. I just got an information yesterday that made me to know that common sense is not common. And that this topic that I'm talking about, the art of thinking, that it is such a needed topic, and thank God I'm addressing it. I will start this particular one with a story, and I'm talking about the dangers of shallow-mindedness, not thinking, or not thinking deep. Do you know that I just heard this information yesterday, that there are people on my platform here who I know, who use my platform, who I introduce, who I acknowledge, or who relate with me, around me, who come to this platform to use my platform here and then contact with people who, everybody here know themselves, and then they are making money out of them. They are asking people to give them money, not just for some services. The same thing I'm doing, they try to do it, and just extorting money from people right here on this platform. And the funny thing is that people here, they know who I am, that I am the person that would rather give than take. And my philosophy is, I'm actually preaching against extortion by pastors, by everybody. Don't let them take your money. It's a whole message I preach on the morning series. And it's a whole, my philosophy is totally different. It's not based on money, relationship. And, I don't know if there is any difference in the way you people, in the way, I think people who have been watching this are supposed to have noticed a difference, the way I do things. I'm the type that don't ask money for, I'm actually preaching against it. I said, don't give money for anointing, don't give money for oil, don't give money for, breakthrough, don't let them take your money, don't let people abuse you. And even here, you know, people have come here all the time and say, let us give you our tithe, let us give you our this. And I said, no, go and use it to take care of your grandmother, of your parents. Go and use it to take care of people in your village. Have you never heard me say things like that? You know, that go, you know, you don't need to give off. Some people say, how can we thank you? How can we give you money here and let's do offering? I said, no. In fact, some people ask me, can we help you with money for the Nigerian project? I said, no need for money. But yet, people who use my name and my identity and, you know, why don't you just think and say, this is against the principles of Pastor Sunday? Pastor Sunday is saying just the opposite of this. You know, when somebody comes to you and even in my name and begin to, you know, use some tricks or the other to ask for money, why can't you just think to even write me and ask? Why should you go and pay anybody for anything? So can you ever pay, you know, what is anybody going to give you, especially if the person said it's my disciple, what is the person ever going to give you that I cannot give you or that I have not given you? So if I am not asking for money, what is the person who has learned from me going to reteach you? And you are learning from me already. There is something I don't understand. And this is not just happening to one person or two people or three people or four people. And it doesn't even get to me. I don't even know. But this, like, again, coming back to the topic of thinking, I'm curious. What do you people think about it? Would you like to say a few words about that? What do you think? I'm going to put that in because we are already gone again. Because you are going to your computer, to your internet.
I'm writing on
yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
On the page.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You see what she's doing.
I didn't know what I was supposed to write on the page.
You are not supposed to write on the page?
As in, I said it's shocking. I wanted to write that on the page. As in the platform.
What do you say about that?
Man, that's frustrating. I personally, these kinds of things make me very upset because when you sit down with this person, whoever these people are that you're talking about, and you go through it like you are now about the common sense, why don't you write me? It's like they'll sit there and they'll just kind of say, I don't know. Like it's like they just let their mind just do without them even being present. I don't know how that's possible. Like, how do you just let your mind go and then you weren't even aware of what decisions you were making? Like, I don't know how to explain that either. It's, you know, there's other scenarios that have happened to my friends like that. And I'm just like, but why didn't you just sit down and think first before you made such a decision? That they just say, well, I don't know. I just wasn't thinking at that time. I don't know what else to, you know, to say, but it's interesting. I never heard that.
I don't even know how people on this platform having time to go and be listening to some seminars or some teachings somewhere else. It is so busy. If you really want to learn from Pastor Sunday and you're on this platform, I'm coming twice a day. Are you sure you have time to process what you are learning? When is the time for you to even process? When is the time for you to even, you know, to even work on this, making it flesh? Now you are still going to one platform to the other, for the next one, to the third one, to the fifth one, and going to pay for it. That is one by itself. What do you say, Babush?
It's sad. It is very
Babusha
sad.
Here.
It is very sad that we all, you know, shall I say, people doing that waste their time coming here. And it's sad to find out that they are not learning. Because as Pastor just said, when do you have the time? Like, I'm telling myself all day, I listen to Pastor and I try to process it, and I don't even have time to finish one sermon, then I'm here listening to another. So I'm just speechless. It's just sad that we're all here and we're not learning. We're just listening, but we're not learning. And that is exactly what Pastor is trying to teach us this week. When you don't sit, you don't think, you don't analyze, you just jump and you just listen and you nod your head, yes, yes, yes. But then you end up acting differently. So it's absolutely a waste of time. And once again, it's just sad.
Yeah, and we have over 500 messages there waiting. Some of you have missed, most of those messages. And you won't listen to them yet. You don't have the time to listen to all the messages that will have changed your life. And you are looking for some mirage, for some illusion with some of my students that, they say they are my students or they are my assistants, and they're asking you to pay money. You have money. After I've done the loss of money series, teaches on money that you that the whole world is after your money. And you are not lending. If you want to lend somebody money or you want to help somebody, it's something else. But for you to just go and pay for knowledge that I've already given somebody, maybe, well, good for you, good for you. You have money to waste. What will you say, Madam Ire? Or you are still writing comments?
I don't know exactly what the scenario is or why someone would think that he needs to pay, But I don't know. And what the seminar is about, know that anyone who truly knows you or has listened to you will understand that you definitely will not want anything that will amount to extorting them. Except the person has not really been listening and has just been showing on the platform, It's possible to keep your iPad on and be walking around, So except the person has not been listening, he will know that anything that looks like extortion couldn't have possibly come from you.
No, they come up with some topics that they want to teach, some seminars, some topics. Maybe they have learned from Pastor Sunday or some topics, something like that.
So they want to reteach them.
Yeah, maybe that I've not taught those things or some secrets that they don't know yet because they have been with me, they know me. What will you say about that, young girl?
I don't understand because it just seems his house is even open for you to just sit here with him. So why would you believe something like that? I don't know. I like Ireti said, I don't really know how or what the situation is, but that just seems very strange. It just seems very strange for somebody not to think it through. Like if someone's asking you for money, that is like an alarm that says, let me think. Let me think about how legitimate this secret that they're telling me that they have is. And whatever secret that they have, why don't you just get it for free from Pastor? He's given you his email directly to him. He reads all of his emails. So why don't, even if there is some kind of secret that they're talking about, money or whatever, why don't you ask Pastor? Like, it's just, he's so accessible. It doesn't make sense. Like, maybe they were just, I don't know how anyone
and none of these people even asked me, should we pay these people, or even told me
that was happening.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could even be listening.
They just trust people because those people, they have seen them around me.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, unless they were feeling like they couldn't approach you for some reason, which.
But I think I've tried my best to be open to
yes, people. I think some people are kind of stuck in a mindset where you don't talk to the pastor, but you can talk to his disciples.
Okay.
So unless they have that kind of mindset, I don't understand. Even if you're listening to pastor passively on your phone, you'd still know that that's not the kind of man that he is to go and even give blessing to his disciples to go and extort money for any kind of extra teaching. I mean, it doesn't make sense. But if you're stuck in the mindset that pastors aren't going to want to talk to you, then, you know, Pastor Sunday's not like that. He's not like, oh, I don't talk to small people. No, he'll talk to everybody. Everybody is somebody worth talking to Pastor Sunday.
Okay, Ladi Shorunka is saying, but Pastor Sunday himself gave this idea. Ladi Shorunka said, Pastor Sunday told all of us that we should repackage his messages. We should repackage his messages and sell. And even his messages, and even his, which is true. I even said, go and get my messages, audio messages, video messages, you know, just make sure you write my name well, and put my picture, and, you know, go and sell it and make money for yourself. Yes, I said that, but why to you? We are all on this platform. You understand? Why extort you who are the same people with us on this platform? It's just like saying that Perez, my son Perez, daddy said, okay, go and make money. And he's trying to swindle and make money from his sister, Pearl. Perez is trying to make money from Pearl. Or Paul is trying to make money from Zoe. Because, you know, Zoe is trying to make money because I'm a bit older. You know, that would not be fair. It's just not fair. It's just not right. So if it is something else, if that, what I mean by go and sell what I mean, take my materials, go and, you know, go and use them, go and sell them. You don't need to bring money. Like all these my books that I'm preaching, I don't even know where the money goes. I don't even know who makes money from them. I pay to get them published. But I allow people to go and, you know, sell them. Even these my messages. There are people, okay, you know the smart and relentless guy? You know, I told him, go and take all the teachings, and he repackaged them very well. He's selling them, especially the financial teachings. And any of you could do that. And, you know, go and sell them and make money for yourself. But not to people who are here on this platform. If it's one thing, it is something, they already know it's for free. They're already here, you know. I don't know. Go and spread the word among people who don't know yet. Anyway, good morning, everybody, again. Here we are. The dangers of shallow-mindedness. So this is a story I started with because the message of today is the danger of shallow-mindedness. Now, Proverbs 13:13. Proverbs 13:13. Please go and share the link to this message, please. Let's quickly go and share the link to this message. Because this whole week we are going to be learning the Lola Sharuga is saying, okay, there you come. The art of thinking. Why people make these mistakes? Well, the art of thinking. That means people still need to learn these things. How to think. And you know, sometimes you are hearing me, but you still need time to really get into your system. Proverbs 13:13. Says, whosoever despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that fears the commandment shall be rewarded. Now, this is a very loaded word right here. Let me say it in New King James. He who despises the word will be destroyed or will be punished, but he who fears commandments, the word, will be rewarded. You see, attitude to the word is about everything in life. Like I said yesterday, you know, whoever we become in life is a direct result of our attitude to any word that we hear. This is not just talking about the word of God. This is not just talking about the Bible. If you are growing up, whatever words of wisdom or, you know, upbringing that your parents gave you. Your parents were trying to, or your teachers, or your mother, or your father. They tell you, don't do this, study well. Those things might not really be direct words from the Bible, but they are words of instruction. So if you are the type that just normally don't take those words serious, you are shallow-minded about instructions. If your attitude to words are not serious, if your attitude to words are not deep, your life will not be deep. Your life will not be serious. If you are shallow-minded, if you are surface kind of superficial in your attitude, in your response to words, how seriously, in fact, to the degree, to the seriousness of your attitude and your response to word, how seriously you respond to word, determine how serious your life will become. So this passage is saying, when you despise words, just show me anybody. That's why I'm always in trouble with Rete. I'm always, look what she's doing, for example. She never even blinks. 2 people in my room here. One looks when somebody is talking, when I'm talking, or someone is talking, and let's say when I'm talking and somebody is sitting at the edge of the seat like this and listening to me and just eating every word and is swallowing every word, you don't need to tell me what that person will become in life, because that attitude to the word, that seriousness to the word, tells me all about the life. I don't need a biography anymore. And I don't need a prophet to prophesy. I can tell you what will happen in our life and our destiny. But when I'm talking, and someone is also busy, either you are looking for telephone, or you are always anxious or excited or always agitated, that word will not get a root. That's what I started to preach about yesterday when the thing went off. Those are consequences. Those are dangers of wrong attitude to the word. The Bible said that the sower went to sow. The first word, those are talking about attitudes to word, to the word. The first one that went to sow, it fell by the roadside. What does roadside mean? It means when you are going, in the process of going, in the process of doing something else, the word fell. The word fell. So when you are busy doing something, and that's your attitude to word, you are always, you are listening, but you are doing something else. You are doing something else. That is how your life will be. Your whole life will be like that. You will always be busy doing something else while you are living life. Doing something else. You will always be living a parallel life. Parallel lifestyle. You will not have anything fundamental in your life, because a road, there's nothing. Nobody ever lives in the road. Nobody ever makes a shelter in the road. Nobody ever makes the road their permanent place of abode. They are always going up and down. So if that is the place that the word fell, it's just by the way. You don't even pay attention. You don't even know where you place it, where it left, where it flew away. That is the kind of life some of us are living. Nothing constant, nothing permanent, nothing fundamental. Even when we are listening to messages like this, we are always doing it while we are doing many other things. So it's not really fundamental. Oh, I'm doing this and I'm listening. I'm doing this and I'm listening. Oh, I heard this way say that. But you cannot use that word to build your life ever. You cannot use that word to think through and say, okay, what can I use this word to do? Where can I apply it in my life? How can I dissect this? How can I make analysis from this? How can I use this and apply it for this and for that? Because you are always in the move. You are always in the move. Little distractions. That is how your whole life is. Can you come, please? Could you? No. Wait. Don't say it. Yeah. Just be walking up and down like this so that they will see you. Come back. So I'm teaching, and look, keep looking here while you are walking. Yeah, keep looking here. I'm teaching, and she's walking. See her walking, and she's listening to me. She said, "Oh, I heard you. Yes. I listen. Yes. You spoke about seriousness or the word of God. Yeah. I was there. Yes. I listen. You keep on walking. How will she ever apply? Look what she's doing. This is how she's listening. She's busy living her own life. She's busy she's just going through the motions. That is how our whole life will be. Our whole life will be running. She will be doing her career while walking about. She will be giving back to her children while walking about. She will be building relationship while walking about. Our whole life will be like that. So come now. So how she was walking about like that, that is how her life. I don't need to prophesy. I don't need revelation to know that our whole life will become like that. Your attitude to the word, how you relate to the word, is how you live your life in real life. It means that in our own, I don't need to go and see where she lives. I don't need to go and see who she lives with, how our roommates. Our whole life will be like that too. Nothing settled, no stability, nothing serious, no pillars, no foundations. It's horrible. Then the second group of people are the people that the seed fell in the hard place. It fell in the hard place. It fell, in the solid, in this rock. What is a rock? When they, this is talking about people's life. A rock is a life that is already so made up. I'm hearing, but my heart is not broken. For a seed to enter the soil and bring forth fruits, that soil must be softened. That soil must be broken. That soil must be cultivated, must be tilled, it must be broken. So when your heart is not yet broken, you are confident. You are good. You think you are okay. You are self-confident. You are full of yourself. You have your own opinion. You have your own mind. You are not broken. You've not come to a place of brokenness. So that self-confidence, that self-assurance, that pride of life, that hardness of soul, of the heart, it's not prepared your heart. It's not prepared for that seed to go inside. You already know. You already have your own opinion. Your mind is already made up. You are already solid. You are already okay. You are already so comfortable. There is no brokenness. There is no softness. There is no where the word could. There is no way the word could penetrate and go down to your life. Even though you are listening, everything is about being surface people, being shadow-minded. Then the third seed fell in the midst of thorns and thorns. And the Bible says those thorns are the cares of life. So, like say, you could be looking at, but you have a lot of trouble. When you have things troubling your heart, can you act like that? Maybe you are always, she's hearing me, she's here, but she's concerned, she has trouble, things troubling her, and things, cares, and she's caring about many things. She's troubled. You see, she's not settled. So look at the way she's moving. Look at the way she's here. So she's worried. She's concerned. She's not settled. And so those worries, the shock of the word, they don't allow the word to take a root in her. Because too many cares, too many concerns. Oh, I'm thinking about my parents. I'm thinking about my school. What will happen to my mortgage? What will happen to my credit card? What will happen to my future? Oh, will I get a job? Oh, will I be killed? Will I die? Will I be rich? Will I have a car? Will I have a house? Oh, where will this be? All those cares. For the word of God to bring, fruits in your life, you need peace. You need that peace of mind. That humility, that humbleness, that softness, that settlement, that you need to just put everything away from you and just be concentrated at the edge of your seat. to receive what you need. So what are the consequences of lifestyles like that when you don't have serious attitude to the word? Thank you so much. Proverbs 13:13 says that when you despise the word like that, and you know some of these people didn't despise the word intentionally. The one by the roadside, he's just on the move. Maybe he's not planning to despise the word. He doesn't even know he's despising the word. And this is not just the word of God, you see. How you respond to the word is how you respond to life. Your attitude to the word is your attitude to real life. You become how you respond. Not just to the word that other people speak, but to the word that you speak as well. If you never take the word that other people speak seriously, you will never take your own word seriously. And people will never take your own word seriously. The word is supposed to be one with you. You are supposed to be one with the word. The word is supposed to be your identity. The word is supposed to be your face. The word is supposed to be your essence. You are supposed to be one, solid, integral with your words. The word that you read, the word that you hear, the things that you see. Because word create action. Words are the mother of actions. Words provoked behavior. Words give birth to thoughts. Those words and thoughts give birth to actions, to behavior. Your behavior is as a result of the words that you respond to. Words create response in you. And the words that you hear and the words that you receive, they form who you are and what you do in your life. Christopher Greenwood said, I just want to share. Yes, everybody is free to share these messages. Just look under the video, you will see a share button, and you can press that share button. Please go ahead and share the message. Please go ahead and share the video, no problem. So the Bible says here, he that despises the word like that, he that is shallow-minded towards the word, will be destroyed. It's just like Jesus spoke about the parable of people who build their house on the solid on the rock. So what is building a house on the rock? It is how thorough you relate to the word, to any word that comes to your life. If you take any word and you are thorough with it, and you walk over it, you disseminate it, you think over it, you really make it part of your life, then that word becomes the foundation. It becomes the rock upon which your life is built. But if you just say, okay, I know this, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's okay, it's going to be okay. That is sand. That is building your life on the sand. Because nothing builds your life. Only one thing builds your life. The words that come to your life and how you relate to words. Because it says that in the beginning was the word was with God, and everything that was created through the word, by it. So the words that you take into your life and you are serious about it, they create your essence. But if you are not serious about it, it is to the level of that seriousness. They are diluted words. They are just like sound. They cannot create quality in you. So, despising the word leads to destruction. That's why a whole book in the Bible is dedicated to how you listen. My son, listen. My son, pay attention. My son, hear my instruction. My son, please hear my instruction. Pay attention to my words. My instruction, take my words. Because the words are the material through whom lives are built. But he who fears the commandment, who fears the word, who reverence the word, will be rewarded. There is always reward for the right attitude to the word. So what are the consequences of being shallow-minded? What are the consequences of shallow-mindedness? Why do people who don't know how to analyze suffer? Even with the story that I just started with, people are paying their money to some people, and they are hard-earned money. They are giving it to people in my own platform here who I introduced, who didn't even tell me they are taking money from you. Who didn't even, in fact, I even heard that some of these people take money in my name and on my behalf, and I was not even aware of it. So what are the consequences? That one has already showed you the consequence. You lose your money. That's the first consequence. Second consequence, you are going to be taken for granted. Third consequence, you are going to be used by others. Fourth consequence, you are going to live in regret because you keep on blaming yourself. Why did you allow that to happen? But there are more serious consequences. Number one, I don't know what number anymore now. Next point. A shallow-minded attitude to words will equate to a shallow-minded attitude to life. Shallow-mindedness will affect everything in your life. It will affect your children. It will affect your family. It will affect your husband, your wife. Somebody will be suffering, and you will be suffering too. A shallow-minded mother is telling the child is coming to him, and maybe something is bothering the child. We'll say, oh, okay, you are going to be fine. Go and take that thing and eat. But you don't know the child is having a bleeding, for example. Oh, yeah. Before you notice it has gone worse. Or your child wants to spend time with you. You just say, okay, it's okay. I'm talking on the phone now. Okay. You go and do it. Go and go. You don't even know what the guy has done. He's gone to drink poison. Or even, your children, you come back from school, you say, okay, go and eat, just do some elementary stuff. Why is it that, you remember when I spoke about child rearing, about, bringing up children and all that, parenting? We are not fundamental. That is why some of you were very surprised at the principles of parenting that I was talking about and how detailed they were. Because we are not so detailed. Most of us, the whole world is built in such a way that we don't need to be detailed. So when I told you that don't do this, come here, come and greet uncle, say good morning, and all those things, those are not upbringing, those are not parenting. That parenting must be intentional. That there must be a structure and a system for parenting. Some of us were surprised. Why? Because the whole world around us doesn't tell us those things. You just do everything while you are going on, while you are busy. Just like the person going through the road. Oh, yeah, come. Oh, don't do that. Did I say not to steal? Don't steal. Don't do this. That is how we are doing everything while we are busy, while we are running, while we are rushing. We are not fundamental. So what I mean is that when you are having a shadow-minded attitude to the world in life, when you are not analytical, it will affect everything. It will affect your professional life. It will affect your relationship with God. It will affect your the way you read the Bible, the way you read the books. Can you believe it that if I read this book now, if I read it like myself like this, in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, I will be able to tell you not just what is inside, but what is in what page. And what is in what chapter. That is how total, if you come to me and, to have a talk with me or to have consultation with me, you will think that I don't have any problem again in life. You will think you are the only person alive at that moment. Because I'm going to be talking to you as if there is no human being else in the world apart from you. But when I talk to people, especially on Skype, and you'll be hearing all kind of things happening behind them. They are typing that time. Their children are crying. And, in fact, I even have some people, they want to do business with me, and they are supposed to be businessmen, and they are saying, "Oh, let's talk on Skype." Okay, we are talking. Then their children is running to them, turning their leg, and I say, "Oh, please, this is business. You will never succeed when you are." Your children are running up and down. Hey, you are cooking. Then this one is doing this. Wow. These people are just unserious. They are not fundamental. They are not detailed, not analytical. Ask people in this church, in my church here. Of course, I don't know all my members. I don't even know all my pastors, talk less of all my members. I have pastors. I have over 1,000 pastors all over the world, right? I have over 3,000 leaders, so I don't even know pastors, talk less of leaders. But if any member of my church that has come to me before, one time, so that we have talked and spoken before, that's it. I will, even if it is 20 years ago we spoke, I'm going to remind him what we spoke about 20 years ago. In some cases, I'm going to even remind you your name. I don't care. I try not to remember the names, but I will remember you, what we spoke about, and everything. Then I just discovered that people don't need it. People don't need it. It's like you are wasting your life. You are wasting your time. But it's good for you, because that's what determines how serious a person you are, the quality of your life, and it determines also the quality of your relationship. It determines the quality of your relationship. It determines the quality of, the trust people have in you. It determines of the quality of what you build. So the very first thing is, the danger is if you happen to be unserious in your attitude to life, if you are just shallow-minded in your attitude to things in life, it will affect every area of your life. Everything else will be affected. It will be shallow everywhere else. It will affect our society we live in. It will affect everything. Next point. If you are shallow-minded, you will be manipulated by words. You'll be deceived. People who don't think, who don't analyze, you are going to suffer, because you are going to be hearing stories and you are going to believe in them. You are going to be believing lies. You're going to be believing rumors, because you yourself don't analyze. You don't put one and one together, two and two together. You don't reach your own conclusions. You'll be deceived. You'll just be believing what other people say, and then you'll be discovering that they are not true. You will be under the captivity of other people. If you are lazy to think, if you don't like to analyze, you don't want to research, then you are just going to be believing what other people say, and a lot of them will later be discovering that they are not really true, and you have to keep on repeating and redoing things and doing things over and over again, repeating and getting annoyed and getting frustrated. Oh, why didn't you tell me? Nobody owes you anything. The next point. Your children will become like you. They will never rise higher than your level of analysis, because they are not used to people not analyzing. Even if they are good, you might say, oh, they are good, they analyze, and God gave him that like that, God created him like that. but it's still going to be limited compared to other people who are good, because it's not used to, it's not seen example of fundamental analytical approach to life. Their destiny will be affected by it. They are going to be punished through life. They are going to suffer loss. People are going to deceive them. They are going to be cheated because they've not been taught to be analytical in their approach to life and to everything else they do. By the way, if you have not just shared this link, share this message, please go ahead and do it. You are free to go share the message now. So to be shadow-minded, to be superficial, is to use your own hand to destroy the life of your own children. Because your children will not do what you tell them, they do what you do. And if they see that you are always absent-minded, they just think, the children just think that's the way life is, and that's the way they are supposed to be. They don't even know that the life is supposed to be different. They are going to be living in stupor and in sleepiness. They're just going to be sleeping through life. And it will be difficult for those kind of children to get out of the biomasses psychology. So to be shallow-minded is to lay a mind, those field minds, to lay a mind in the life of your bomb, that is, hidden bombs in the field. It's that you are hidden bombs in the future of your children. Bombs that will explode and bring them to destruction. So shallow-mindedness is generational. So that's why we've got to think about it now. We've got to begin to deal with it right now. Of course, next point, if you are shallow-minded, shallow-mindedness is going to affect your professional growth. Because I personally, I will only employ people who are thorough. Not just me, any other human being will only employ people who are thorough. Nobody would like to employ people who will not know what happened to your work tomorrow. They'll say, oh, I went to sleep and this happened, the house burnt. I signed the wrong paper and, I lost all the money. Oh, you don't want to have any, nobody wants to employ people who are not thorough. Everybody is looking for only people who are thorough. Only people who are fundamental. So if you are not thorough, people will only be enduring you. People will only be, that's why people, I used to tell some people around me that, wisdom, there is torture in wisdom. There is suffering in wisdom, because most of the time I just laugh with people, actually. That's my only way out. That's my only salvation. Because if I begin to talk, like you see me now, I'm talking about this topic, but it's breaking my heart, you see. I am suffering as because if I begin to talk about all the things people do wrong, it just frustrates you, So I would rather just say, okay, let people just live their life the way they want to live, and I'll just be laughing with them that, okay. Too many things, that the sorrow that is a wisdom is that the wise person sees all the things that are wrong, and he's just suffering, say, my God, how could people not see this? How could people not see this? Can't people see this? Can't people understand this? And I have that all the time. So the way I deal with it is just not to even talk about it. Just laugh, or just come to the level of people. And because people, another problem is that another suffering that is in wisdom is that when you begin to tell people the things they are doing wrong, they think that you hate them. They will think you hate them, that you are angry at them. They will not know that actually you are suffering, but just even by saying that they are not getting it, of what they are doing wrong. But can you imagine me talking to an individual like this? If I begin to tell people what they are doing wrong, I could be talking that from morning to night every day, just what you are doing wrong. Because I'm seeing so many things that you don't even know you are doing wrong. So that's why sometimes it's just easier to keep quiet, or just to, just to laugh with people and make them look that they are okay. Because as soon as you begin to, notice them and talk all these things, people will begin to get annoyed at you. But this is a general teaching, so I'm hoping that somebody is learning, I hope. The next consequence of superficial lifestyle like this is that when you don't think, when you don't learn, and you've not learned, and you don't like to analyze, your relationship with God will be shallow. You will not be deep with God too much, because you will not be asking Him questions. If you don't ask questions, you will not get answers. So you would rather follow after traditions. You would rather follow after some pastors or some leaders or some denominations and say, it's easier for you. Because most people who just blindly follow after some pastors or some churches, they are mainly people who don't want to think. So religion, to a large extent, is a product of the people's unwillingness to think. They just want to say that's what our pastor says, that's what our church does, that's what our denomination says, that's the way it is, that's what everybody does. That is how biomasses is being cultivated. The biggest strategy to cultivate biomasses is to tell people not to ask questions and not to think. Just do what we tell you. You don't have the right to question anything. So you don't think. Where there is no thinking, there is no invention. Where there is no thinking, there is no discovery. Where there is no thinking, there is no technological growth, no economical breakthrough. Where people don't think, there is no industrial growth, no technological know-how. When people don't think, there is no curiosity, no inventions, no discoveries. It's one of the greatest things one of the greatest evil that could happen for people not to think. No creativity. Everybody is just the same standard. Everybody they just want to keep people obedient, loyal, subservient. No transformation. So you must declare war against superficiality, friends. You must declare war against your own laziness to think. You must declare war against your own unwillingness to be detailed, to be analytical. You must declare war against your own tendencies of doing things lightly, of saying, oh, no problem, you must declare war against your own tendency of putting everything on God. Oh, God will do it. Oh, God will do it. I'll pray. Oh, God will do it. God will do it. Actually, people have now used God as the excuse to be superficial. God has now become the reason, the excuse, the explanation why people don't go into anything in details anymore. Oh, don't worry about it, God will pray. Oh, don't worry about it, God will pray. Oh, don't worry about it, God will do it. So God has now become an excuse for you not to do research. God has now become an excuse for you not to be deep. God has now become an excuse for you not to investigate, not to be detailed, not to be analytical. Oh, why should you bother? Why should you bother? God will do it anyway. Oh, no, don't put your head. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. And we're thinking those good advice. Don't think about it. Oh, if you think about it, you'll be worried. No, it is when you don't know something that is killing you. I even heard the other day that some people in Africa used to say, what you don't know don't kill you. Ooh, that's the only thing that kills you, by the way. It is what you don't know that kills you. Can you imagine that kind of an adage? Saying what you don't know will not kill you? That is an adage for not just crazy, illiterate people. That's just an adage for ignorant people. That's just an adage to keep people in such an ignorance. What you don't know don't kill you, so you don't want to know anything. So they will put the poison here now, and I will just think it's water. So what you don't know will not kill you. Okay, go and drink it now. You don't know that it's poison. Okay, go and drink it. What you don't know will not kill you. Okay, go and sit in the plane and say, I don't know how to drive. I'm going to, just do it. It will not kill me. Or go and put it in a car and just put your gas anyhow. What you don't know will not kill you now. It cannot kill you. You don't know, it won't kill you. You wreck yourself. Will you not come back to give the story? Somebody else will tell the story. What you don't know will not kill you now. Go and jump from 14th floor. It's just you don't know now. It will not kill you. I'm so pained by this kind of attitudes. If you are light-hearted, and you are not deep, you will not be responsible in anything. You will not be an irresponsible person. You just allow things to flow. It will be okay. Somehow it will be resolved. You will not be responsible. You always say, oh, God will do it. Well, anybody that is always giving responsibility and obligating his duties, abjugating it to God and everything, they are irresponsible. Somebody else will do it for you. God will do it. Satan is the... All those people blaming Satan is a sign of irresponsibility. So people who are not analytical will be irresponsible. People who are not detailed will be irresponsible. People who don't like to dabble into matters and really get to the bottom of things, they will be irresponsible. So your unwillingness to be detailed and to go into detailed questions and to research, they show irresponsibility. You will believe what you read in the newspapers, what you hear in the news. You will judge people by what you hear about them, by rumors, by what they see, by first impression. You will be missing out on a lot of things. As a matter of fact, if you are shallow-minded, you might even miss out on heaven. Because you've not taken too much, things that are supposed to be serious, you miss out on them. And if you are shallow-minded, you would not really be successful. Really successful people are not shallow-minded people. If you are shallow-minded, you will not be a maximalist. You don't put all your efforts into what you do. You just always say, oh, it will go. Okay, it's enough, it's enough. Always ad-lib getting by. You'll be doing minimum efforts and you'll be thinking it's fine. I mean, it's a big list of dangers of shallow-mindedness. It's a big list. You could keep on going over the list. Because if you don't think, if you don't analyze, you always perpetually live in deception. Somebody will always be putting you in some kind of trouble. And this bondage, you will live in, because he said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So if you don't know the truth, you are not free. If you don't know the truth, you are in bondage. So it will be bondage all over. So many things to talk about. It is bad, evil, not to learn to think. But this week, I'm going to give you concrete principles on how to think. Concrete laws of how to on thinking. That's what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to give you principles of thinking, laws of thinking, how to practically think, and things like that. Let me see what topic I'll be talking about in the evening. Okay, I'll be talking about advantages of analytical thinking. I'm going to talk about advantages of analytical thinking. That's in the evening. And then tomorrow, let me see. I want to know when I'll begin to tell you about the laws of thinking, how to think. But I will start with the premotions, or with the advantage, with the benefits of analytical thinking. Okay, then tomorrow morning, I will start by telling you the laws of analytical thinking, how to think analytically. Yes. So today will be the final day of my preparation. All these things I'm doing are right now preparation. But from tomorrow morning, I'll begin to give you the laws of thinking. Let me give you an idea, for example, of what I'm going to be talking about this week. Just to pull your leg. Let me give you an idea. Okay. I'll put the wrong file there. Let me try to give you an idea of some of the things I was talking about. Loss of thinking. 1, clarity. Loss of thinking. 2, accuracy. Loss of thinking. 3, precision. Loss of thinking. 4, relevance. Loss of thinking. 5, depth. Loss of thinking. 6, breadth. Loss of thinking. 7, logic. Etc. That's a tester for you. But first we have to do tomorrow. And tomorrow we start tomorrow tonight. Sorry. So first we have to do tonight, which is I'll give you the advantage first. And then before I begin to give you the laws of analytical thinking. It's so amazing how people live. Sometimes you just think you are the only crazy one around. But you shouldn't bother yourself, just leave everybody alone. Let them live the way they want to live. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'm just troubling you guys, and maybe you don't need these things. I'm troubling the people. I'm taking them to deep waters. Maybe I should stop troubling you. I should just leave you alone. Stop taking you through all the troubles. At least other people are living somehow. Other people are living somehow. Oh my. Yeah, sometimes I just feel like leaving everybody alone. Let them live the way they want to live. But, just for the sake of those who might be desperate, who might be hungry. Okay. Let me try and see what people are writing, by the way. Let me try and see what people are writing. What are they saying here? Okay, Shigo Nwafo said, my ears are itching for those laws. Ngoye Sharis, can't wait for those topics. Pastor, you are the best. Oh, you think so? Okay. Okay. Maybe before I touch you, maybe before I get to you, maybe before I begin to disciple you, you are thinking I'm the best. Once I get on your skin, under your skin now, you no more think I'm the best. You'll be thinking I'm the worst thing out there. Okay, Anastasia, I say, I can't wait, Pastor. Rochelle White say, wow, can't wait. Sandra, God bless you, sir, for all your teachings. Wow, lots of thinking. Yes, only Harley say, shy, I will really enjoy this series. Oh. I will say. Joyce is saying, wow, can't wait. Chigo, those are topics I know I want to hear. Okay. Maria Makajola, great series. Thank you. Anastasia, I shall stretch to the north, south, east, and west. Kunle Adenipwekun, awesome. Gift Amos, more grace, my mentor. Topsy, shy, Shineke. What she said. Anastasia, Pastor, please bother us. Okay. Jide is saying, wow. Dr. Adelaja, please don't say you want to stop. Shigo, I want to be mad like you. Seriously. Okay, let's see. Lola Shoronke, Pastor Sunday, this week is the general teaching on the art of thinking. Next week, can you teach us the advanced art of thinking? Well, that's what I'm about to get to tomorrow. Oni Hale says, we need it. Okay. Stella Nuhu, Pastor Sunday, please trouble us. Fumi Jaboda, bother us, please. It's for our own advantage. Nkiru Ojimado, I really need all the troubles I can get from you, Pastor. Vivian, love this kind of insanity. I want to be insane too. She's Sandra, can't wait to have those laws, Pastor. Please trouble us because we need to wake up. Kunle, we need it. Take us deeper, please. Anastasia, our mentor, if you don't bother us, then who will? Sir, I love this kind of great trouble, so I never had anyone teach me this thing, so I need your trouble. Share my good trouble. We want to be personalities, Pastor. Nikki Christian, Pastor Sunday, thank you. You are the best teacher from my nursery stage up to the level of university. Like I'm going back to ABC level right now. Well, your father is a professor, Nikki. You see, even people who grew up in house where father, I think even your father and mother are both professors. But I say it's like you are going back to nursery, right? Patrick Gioste, yes, it's for our own good. Molly, we need it. Pastor Sufficient decided to add her own voice. She said, go ahead, Pastor. Okay. Yemisi Folaju, this series are the best I have heard from you. Are you serious? That's interesting. Have you listened to the 500 messages that are waiting there for you? It's just like the other day, somebody was telling me, Pastor, when will you address these problems with the churches and their practices? I said, have you listened to the series, the church series? Watch the church series. The other one say, Pastor, when will you talk about prayers? I said, there's this prayer series now. So you said, that's why you must go through the list once in a while and check. Charles Smith, don't leave us alone, oh Pastor. We stay up to listen to you. We are desperate. Okay. Emmanuel Mahenge, is there a deliverance? Or you say, then this is the real one. Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. I'm getting freer day by day as I follow you. I love you, Pastor. Thank you. Adam Mildred, this is very much needed. Okay. Gift Amos, who God loves, he disciplines. I now know you love us more, Pastor. Niyi Olushola, Dr. Adelaja, if na joke make you stop, make you stop, you must not spare us the rod. Onika, listen, I want to be a thinker. Okay. You see that it's not easy as you are thinking. I'm going to give you the points, but we'll see how you work on them. Because you have to really sit down and really be thorough. Ola Yinka said, I'm hungry to hear what God has placed in your heart for us. Jide Craig, Dr. Adelaja is just teasing us, so folks. Don't give up on us, or else all of us will show up in your house one day and give. Oh, Riyomi, we need this as fish needs water. Dr. Sufficient, thank you. She says you are the best pastor always. Thank you. Theodore Otto, the truth is most times painful, but it liberates. You are delivering us, breaking our prison doors. We need more. God bless you. Mofelola, go ahead, Pastor Doris. Pastor, this type of trouble is good because it makes my life better. Ngoya Sharis, go for it, Pastor. We are in desperate need. Okay. Evangelist Austin, Shinedu, wisdom is the real wealth. Yep, you are a gift. Ojekwa, Israel, wow, there is a great need for restructuring of life and rethinking to be done. Yeah, now that is, you see, he is looking at it from the side of responsibility, not just from the side of excitement. You see what he say? There is a great need of restructuring, make the think, and there is a need of rethinking going to happen. So this is not just about, hey, no, it's but this is about the real restructuring and rethinking that will have to happen. Abosede Roberts, you are always real and sincere, Pastor Sunday. Yep. Amy Bobby, thank you so much, Dr. Delaja. Solange, wow. Warming up for these topics. Gift Amos, you are rewinding our brain, especially mine. It's not enjoyable. Oh, yes, you see that? The truth is coming out. Olayinke Bello, we need to hear it in Nigeria. We shall spread the news because this is the good stuff. Kazim, thank you for being a blessing to this generation. Lola Shoronke, Pastor Sunday, when you start laughing, I think you have more wisdom in the barrel. Shigo, you are just the best out there yet. You are just the best of the very best. Oh, okay. You are just the best of the very best. Thank you. Simon Undum. Dr. Sunday, you are a blessing to this world. Thank you. Samson Femi. I am desperate about those teaching, Pastor. I was pondering about the teaching today, and I discovered how my thought life needs deliverance from shallow thinking. Your thought needs deliverance. That kind of deliverance, they don't do it. Deliverance comes, so they just tell you generational deliverance, only generational cause deliverance. Olamide Adelaja, your teachings are tools for revival, Dr. Adelaja. Paul David, Pastor, I love you. Being deep is the only way to be, and thank you for being an example for those of us that people are accused of doing too much. Steve Osarity, Pastor, thanks so much for this teaching. Please, sir, how do you read a book at once and get everything in that book? Well, I read because I read slowly. And when I read, I think. There are two ways I read. Sometimes I read, there are some books I just read fast because I need to get some things from it. But when I really want to read it, I read very slowly, and I really, not just to get over it, I want to get what is inside, not just to finish reading the book. And when I'm reading, I'm thinking and asking myself questions. Anastasia said, Pastor, we appreciate you so much. Please continue mentoring us deeply, even if it's going to hurt us deeply as well. We want to come out of as pure gold, okay? Pastor Israel Olukayode, thank you, sir. Olamide, your teachings are long overdue, needed. Solange, Pastor, you are amazing. You give us food and try to chew it for us too. You go deep into details. Mofelola, Pastor, you are giving us strong meat. I really enjoy it. God bless you. Uriyomi, Pastor, we know that truth will hurt, but we need to know truth no matter what. Gladys Nwosu, thank you, sir. I need this topic more than anybody here. My pen and paper are ready. Thank you, sir. Olayinka Abraham, thank you, sir. You are ready for this we are ready for this type of trouble. This teaching is the foundation of a successful living. Bukola Denuga, I'm having a headache already. Don't know what is happening in my brain. Pastor, we appreciate you. Keep up the good work. Shigo, I'm seriously freeing myself from here to come and pitch my tent with you in Ukraine. Now only one thing remains. Molly, amazing topic, sir. Thank you so much. Sharon Knight, this is going to be an extremely painful week. Oh, now you are talking, because it will reveal how shallow I am. It's going to be an extremely painful week. It will reveal how shallow I am and why I have not been able to maximize my potential. I am not looking forward to it like I don't look forward to a doctor's appointment, but I know I need it to live. So I will be here to keep learning. That is very truthful. Sharon Knight, David, Pastor Sunday, we will need to be awarded our PhD on all these topics when we are done. A PhD combined honors in life. Yes. Deborah Cole, Facebook has made it easy to access Pastor Sunday easily. Thanks to the visionary, to the visionary, and big hug to Pastor, who is a great teacher and mentor, who wants to die empty like his friend, Pastor Dr. Miles Monroe of blessed memory. Yep. Oladele Ajala, really enjoying the book Money Will Make You Rich, sir. Jide Craig, this week, that serious injection we go get to. Brace yourself up, people. Vivian Taylor, thanks for the cure of the world that is setting us free. I have a lot of changes to make. Nikki Christian, yes, sir, that was a lecturer. Yeah. Princess Adetola, 2017 will be a very great year for me with this kind of teaching. Thank you, Pastor Sunday. Kate Imodeme, we shall know the truth and the truth shall set us free. Thank you, sir. Please don't stop teaching us. God bless you. Danetta Senga, in many churches, they always shout Holy Ghost fire. On Dr. Adelaja's platform, I'm shouting knowledge fire, wisdom fire, Holy Ghost fire. Shout some brown. May God bless you. You are a world changer and a blessing to this world. Oni Hale, it won't be easy, but I'm ready to grow. Angela Carrier, Pastor Sunday, you are a gift from God. Thank you for your wisdom teaching. I have been listening to all your teachings recently, and last night I was listening to the teaching on how to know your calling, and it really helped me. I wish I came across this long time ago. Yeah, you know, all those teachings that have been done, the recordings, don't just come for the live program, but listen to those recordings. There are a lot of things out there for you to learn and to go over. Believe me. Rianne Rose says, shout out, please. Poor David, Nigerians need to be delivered from our demented ways. We've devalued ourselves so much that we would rather buy second-hand than pay for the real deal. Most times we pay for a horse product to imitate and function like the original. Deception is effortless to us. We need to stop being shallow, period. Ike Namani, God bless you and your family. Molly, this week is a deliverance service. Gift Amos, this is spiritual PhD. I need it, not for babes. Solange, Pastor, do you have teachings on how to read, study effectively without cramming? Well, no, I don't have the book yet. You're going to learn a lot of that this week. Gladys Uwosu, my husband asked, where did you get your energy from? Teaching twice a day, 7 days a week. People are no more asking that question. It means your husband is new on the platform. People who have been on the platform, they no longer ask the question. They already understand that Pastor Sunday is having the energy. Nikki Christian says, my father was among the writers of the books Macmillan textbooks used in those days in Nigeria. Evangelist Austin, your words have restructured my teachings in the ministry. Can you imagine when people are wisdom, when I'm sure I'm even shallow-minded, where people are really in need of real word like this. Shigon Wafo, I wish I met you when I was 14. TY, my mentor, I have been going back to your messages. Problem is, as soon is as soon as I watch a new one, I run crazy, stop everything I'm doing and try to apply immediately. And growing so fast, so much, even I don't recognize myself anymore. Jane Musaka, God bless you, Dr. Adelaja, for your inspiring teachings. 2017 is a great year for me. I have made so many changes in my life since I started listening to your teachings recently. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Nke Iruka, Pastor, I appreciate you. Thank you. Olayinka Bello. Right now, my heart is very heavy. Get spiritual surgical operation is going on beyond medical operation. That takes place in the hospital. And it is good for my destiny. God bless you, sir. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Make sure you are here all this week. Olayinka Bello, just make sure you are here all this week, 2 times a day, both in the morning and in the evening. I'll be back in the evening with the advantages of analytical thinking. Then tomorrow, we'll start with the laws of analytical thinking, the laws of thinking. All right, Deborah is saying regards to all the crew, to everybody. Okay, God bless you. Thank you, Lala Sharon. Bye. All right, have a wonderful day. Make sure you go and share the link. If you have not yet shared the link, please go share the link, go share the message. We'll be happy to see you tonight. Let's go share the link, please. Thank you. Bye.